Let me tell you a story. Every small town has its secrets. Winder is no exception. Whispers of drugs, murder, and monsters of men fill these all but quiet city streets. They talk about the past. They talk about the Dixie Mafia. And they talk about the Barrow County Butcher.
You know, you hear stuff like, you know, I know when you moved into the house and stuff, like, we knew about the Dixie Mafia and stuff. And it's like one of those things, it's like one of the dirty secrets of the hometown you live in that, you know, you really don't hear about until you're older, I think. And so, and you always think, like, growing up in Winder, like, okay, you know, it's Winder. It's so boring. There's nothing that went on here. Like, you know, there's Athens here, and there's Beaufort here, and there's, you know, Atlanta. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird to see, like, this dark past or something, you know, that you really don't hear about.
This city's once dark past can be credited to a handful of men, but none of them compare to the so-called Butcher, Billy Sunday Burt.
Billy Burt supposedly killed more than 30 people. I don't know if he was convicted of more than one or two. I don't know if they ever brought him to trial for the others. Mulberry River, I've heard that that's where Billy Burt dumped a lot of the bodies that they killed. A lot of them off the bridge there near where you live now. And I know a guy over there who used to be a deputy sheriff in Winder, in Barrow County, and he told me some of the stories about Billy Burt. And there was a evangelist preacher named Billy Sunday, and Billy Burt was named after him.
And the time isn't far distant when the wheels of God's judgment are going to go sweeping through this old God-hating world. And I want to take a pledge in this audience to join me in a pledge that you will never rest until this old God-hating, Christ-hating, whiskey-soaked, Sabbath-breaking, blaspheming, infidel, bootlegging old world is bound to the cross of Jesus Christ by the golden chains of love.
I don't know what happened, but Billy Burt supposedly was playing cards one night, and he didn't like the way things went, so he just pulled out his pistol and shot the guy across the card table. They set his house on fire and burned him up in the house. I guess that's about as far as you can get from being a preacher.
A year ago, I began writing The Phoenix and the Crow. In it, the villain, modeled after Billy Burt's infamy, uses a fire and brimstone rhetoric to kill without mercy. I gave him a name, a moniker of the devil, and called him Old Boy.
I think once you give someone a name, it makes it stick.
Yeah.
It's like, that's when it's real. Like, it's not real unless they've got, like, a name. Like, if you can say, like, Billy the Kid is Billy the Kid, you know, but the butcher, the Winder Butcher or whatever it was, and it's like, oh, that's really creepy.
It seems normal, doesn't it? Just another southern city, another small town. But infernos of inspiration are sparked in the strangest of places, and even the greatest fires were once but a single flame.